We're back. Our next guest has conquered both film and television. Now he's continuing his success with his Broadway debut in David Mamet's Race. Please welcome Emmy Award winner James Spader. Good to see you.
Hi, James.
How are you?
You look great.
Yeah. Of course, they played your theme song, Evacuate the Dance Floor.
Yes, thank you for
Yes.
the band over there.
AKA the James Spader song. How are you?
I
I'm great. A little hungover this morning.
Why? What happened?
It is the strangest thing. It's with age and time. It just seems like the night before last. I'm doing this play in town right now with Richard Thomas and David Alan Grier and Kerry Washington. And Richard, we've been doing it for months. Richard, we finally all decided to get together for dinner the other night. So Sunday night after our show, during the day, that night, Richard had, he's got a lovely wife, Georgiana, and a delightful son, Montana, and we're going to throw a New Mexican food dinner party, margaritas and all the rest. We went over there. The food was absolutely stupendous. The margaritas were sublime, and we drank like Romans and ate like Romans, and I am telling you, this morning, it was the night before last, and this morning I'm hungover.
You're still hungover.
Yesterday it was like
Tuesday hangover.
yeah, no, yesterday it was like I was snake bit. I mean,
Yeah.
it was really, it was like I was lying in a ditch in the desert, just waiting for someone to suck the poison out of my body. And this morning, it's just a normal hangover.
Tequila can be used as a weapon.
It
really can.
And in the old days, I can remember being able to rage till, 5 in the morning with Viking horns on, stripped to the waist, and sleep a couple hours and show up on the set.
You told
Now
me you'd
it's
never
2
talk
days.
about that in public, by the way.
And I just blew it right now.
Right. And you said you'd lost your Viking horns. And
I know. I should have brought them with me.
Yeah.
You have them, don't you, Andy?
I do. I do. I don't wear them in the traditional way, though.
Yes.
So I understand that you did not see the Academy Awards.
I didn't.
But you were part of a beautiful
double,
tribute. A beautiful tribute
Oh,
to John
really?
Hughes.
Okay.
Yeah. And
Oh, to John Hughes,
yes,
right. That was part of the show.
Yeah.
It was part of the show, and there you were.
I'll
And-
be damned, all right.
Yeah, so it's got to be great to be such an influence on pop culture that you were a part of an award show you didn't even watch.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I don't. That picture, it's funny, you do films or a TV show or anything through the course of your career, and your perception of it is just so entirely different from anyone else's. For me, I'll do a job because the rent is due, or you know what I mean? I mean,
Right.
and at that time,
You're looking
it's
at two
just the
people that
job,
understand
right?
that completely.
And then
Car
and then
payments.
You meet someone 20 years later or something like that, and they say, "Oh, I saw this film, and it was such an important part of my life growing up. It's part of their pop culture of their life growing up." And to you, it was a blink,
Yeah.
that you.
Yeah,
And that
yeah.
film was like that. I mean,
Yeah.
I had a great time, and I became
For you
great
it was, but for
friends.
the audience.
Right, it's a very different thing. You start to see that again and again.
It was a real Cinderella story.
I guess I have no memory of it.
Well,
Let's see if you can remember more.
We're going to take a break and talk about race when we come back. More with James Spader. I have to, yeah. We're back with James Spader, one of the stars of this brilliant play, which I have not seen yet. We were just talking about it, Race. And oddly enough, it is not about NASCAR.
It is not about NASCAR.
Tell us what it's about.
It's a new David Mamet play, and it's set in a law firm. There are 4 characters in the play, 2 of them black, 2 of them white. The law partners, one is black, one's white, then there's a female black associate, and then a client who's been charged with a crime. And the play is really, it's vintage David Mamet. I don't know if you're familiar with his plays.
So many words, though, right? I mean, do you have a hard time with that?
No. For me, that's never been a problem. I mean, also coming off of the television show that I was doing for a few years was really such volumes and volumes of dialogue that this is really, and this play is so sharp, so clean. It's an hour and a half. It's funny, very provocative. It's an equal opportunity insulter. I mean, very confrontational, and yet he was very, very smart. And I think some critics were surprised at how entertaining he was able to make this play,
Right.
even though, despite its provocative nature, the play is so funny. And I think that if you're going to have people come and they're going to be faced with these issues in a play of race, then you must make them laugh. I mean, you have to make them laugh.
Yeah.
So-
Well, and you've got David Allen Greer. who's-
Yes, but I mean, I'm telling you, it's a revelation, David, in this play.
Yeah,
He is
yeah.
not. This is not in Loving Color.
What I can't believe is that this is your Broadway debut.
Yeah.
Because to me, it seems like you would be on Broadway every year.
I don't know what happened. Really, I don't know what happened.
You became a movie star.
I know. I'm telling you.
I'm telling
I
you.
got into this gig to meet girls and to stay up late at night. Really. I mean, for me, it was to stay up late. I've always been a night person. I'm terrible in the morning. I don't know how you do it every day here.
I can't stay up past 8 o'clock at night.
Right. I don't know how you do it. I did a TV show for 5 years, and I never got used to getting up in the morning. And I always thought that acting was something you did at night. I thought that's because I started out in the theater.
Right.
Thought that's what you did. And then when I started doing films, I would pick films for night shoots.
Yeah, right.
And then suddenly I find myself on this television show for a while, and it was like, you know, it was like those manual labor jobs I was doing,
Right.
you know, getting up at 6 or 7 or whatever.
Well, we're grateful
So
that
now-
you got up for us, hung over.
Yeah, a little,
Yes.
I
little
might
bit.
point out.
Feeling better.
Race is at the Ethel Barrymore Theater. Go check it out. And next we've got the hottest boys from Toy Fair. Thank you, James.